All right. It's Mishlea 29 and 18.
Mm-hmm.
Where there is no revelation, the people cast off restraint,
Mm-hmm.
but happy is he who keeps the law.
There's another passage that this study guide, I know about this one, will help you follow
What's the
along.
name of
And
that one?
Kingdom Keys of Revelation.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Right, and it's
In
not.
fact, I have that in my
Yeah,
library.
I think this one, man. I got my name. So, no, I got to
Okay.
find mine.
No,
I
that
got.
one's mine.
Okay, so but we don't want you to be. We don't want candidates of indoctrination.
Mm,
We don't want that. Because Scripture says, "Study to show yourself approved unto Elohim." What
mhm.
we are teaching you, we want you to be able to study with us. And what's missing, if you don't have this book in your library, then you won't be able to go back and check these Hebrew letter word meaning.
Right.
I mean, don't just take it because we said it. We want you to get the book so you can study yourself and even get more revelation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Dr. Nate read that, but again, it's an English translation with things left out.
Right.
As a matter of fact, this translation direct you away from the main source that the Father's talking about.
Right.
Because many think when they hear, and I thought it too, well, without a vision, we need a vision, we need a revelation, we need a prophet, we need a prophetic vision in order to set things in order. And
Preach.
and he wasn't talking about that. He wasn't talking about any vision.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't. So to define it, Dr. Nate can read this, and I could take time to show you, in our digital library. But Dr. Nate, go on and read this, what it means. And what she is going to do, she's going to read, and just for time's sake, and we have went through this over and over. We may take you to and Logos and show it to you.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, you read that. All right. Now, what does this mean according to the literal Hebrew meaning here? Go on and read that out. I had another note where I had it broke down, but I may just have to pull it up. Go on and read that, Dr. Nate.
Okay. Well, initially we were reading in Mishlea 29 and 18, where it says, where there is no revelation, the people cast off restraint. But actually, this is interpreted as where there is no father with vision, the family is out of order.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna do this, Holy Spirit. Come to me for a minute. Come to me, and we're gonna show you how we got that
Yes.
from the Hebrew letter word meaning, and actually looking at the literal. Let me know when you get there. Looking at the literal Hebrew language. You have it? You on me? All right. Now notice here's 29:18, and the first letter word you see is a bet. Some
Yes.
say Bayet. That's the first letter you see. And we know Bayet means what's inside the family. It means family. It means the covenant, that the family is in agreement, and what controls the inside. But notice it's setting off to itself,
Yes.
out of place.
Right.
All right. And so in the English, you got where there is no. Now, the word they actually in the Hebrew, I think no is Aleph Lamed. But anyway, no, that's L. Lamed Aleph, I mean, blow, yeah,
Right.
in the Hebrew. So this English word no is a wrong word. That N, ayin, is actually the spelling for the Hebrew letter word ayin. The number that goes with that is 70. So we know that 70 is the number of vision. And then there is Hazan, and then it go into and talk about the people being
Would you like to use your arrow so they can
Oh,
see
okay. I'm
what
sorry.
you're talking
Yeah,
about?
here we have the Bayet. Ayin. That's the actual spelling for the Hebrew letter word ayin. Then Hazan, right there. Now here's something we need to know about morphology as well as how the Hebrew language is constructed. Anytime you have an aleph yud, it's also putting a demand, a demand, or saying because something is missing, this is what follows. The Father is demanding a strong demand or expressing something that's missing.
Right.
And because something is missing, this is what you're going to have. That's what that olive you, when you see them together, primarily was talking about. But now, so you see the olive here, but he's saying something is missing. And what's missing is right over here. And if you bring this Bayet and put it in place, that Bayet, olive Bayet spell father.
Right.
All right. So actually what he is saying is that because there is no father with vision,
Mm-hmm.
people or the family are out of order. There it is right there. Beyet Ain Hazan or
Mm-hmm.
Bethain Hazan. Where there is no father, you can go back to the notes now. With vision, the people are out of order. Where there's no father, let's go back to our notes. With vision, the family is out of order. The father is the source. Another word for father is source. Source. All human beings come from one source, Father Adam, who was created by the Father. So if the Father is not in place who possess vision, then everything is out of order. That goes back to if the foundation are destroyed, what can the
Mm-hmm.
righteous do? If the Father found that source, if the purpose of the Father in heaven for the Father source in the earth, the agenda and purpose is turned in a different direction,
Mm-hmm.
then the foundation has been ran through and changed. The agenda is it's a redefinition of what the Father
Wow,
said.
that's good. Yep.
So if that Father, now what you were saying earlier, and we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get
Mm-hmm.
into it. What you were saying earlier, and we was in there about the redefining of a father. Oh man, that's over in Malachi. And we're gonna matter of fact, we don't have to go in order of our notes. We may jump down to Malachi. Uh yeah. While we here, we may have to go there in Malachi. But if we get in that, we're gonna be there for a minute. But we wanna let's go there. Let's go there. We don't let the notes lead us. We need them. We're gonna go down, we'll find it here. Dr. Ned's looking for it. What note that is on. And I know it's in the section, man, we got a lot here. It's dealing with the section dealing with fathers, wherever that section started, dealing with fathers. If you can find it for us. Okay, there it is. What number is
Number
it?
22.
Number 22. Man, that's out of 30 some slides. Well, that's how important the family is. Okay, let's go to number 22. Our tech go to that particular one, and we're gonna look at Malachi is gonna give us. Is they bridge together
Mm-hmm.
about this father. If you don't have a father with vision, then you're gonna have a replacement,
Mm.
and that's where the enemy, that summit, slowly turning and redefining the source. You remember Yeshua said in Yochanan 8, "You of your father, the devil."
Right.
And what he was saying, your source of thought come from the source that you are connected to.
Mm-mm-mm.
Let's look at
Wow.
this right here. Read that, Dr. Nay.
Okay, in Malachi 4 and 6,
Mhm.
and he will turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers, lest I come and strike the earth with a curse.
Now, we know the Father's not striking the earth for no curse. Not the one in heaven.
No, but it says right here he gonna strike it with a curse. So that's what it means.
Again, we got a mistranslation. Interpretation is wrong. And people think, well, God gonna curse you. He gonna do this. Well, if the Father curse something, it won't be nothing. See, we restrict who he is and his power when we say, curse means to make something bad. If he make it bad, it's bad.
Right.
Like when this disease, this
Thing.
lab produced man made disease was released out here. Now the Father is trying to get our attention. He no.
If that's the case, he would have
If
gotten
the
it a
flood,
long time ago.
the flood, did the flood get about attention? They went right back doing what they was doing.
Yeah.
No, that's not going to do it. So let's go into it again. This book help us do it to get into it. So we know that the Father didn't create the earth to curse it. The old cherub, the fallen cherub, the rebellious Malachim angel in heaven with those that followed him, when they rebelled, they were in a cursed nature, and they brought that with them on the earth. And when not the Father in heaven, not Elohim, but the source Father in the earth, along with Masa Izaniged, when they rebel against heaven, they brought a curse in the earth.
Right. That's right.
So it's not the Father, it's something that man is doing
Yes.
to bring something bad in the earth. So if we look at it, these particular words, the Hebrew word for come, that word come in the English is the Hebrew word boa. All right. And what he is saying here is at the bottom, you'll see it. the actual rendering for this particular verse is this right here. Least I come and strike the earth with a curse. That whole sentence thought there, it means beware. This would actually mean in the Hebrew. Beware of what will come in and establish itself in the leader of the family and mark or identify him as being a curse. That word boa, all that come out of there. All of it. Beware of what would come in. There's the vav. The vav is right in the middle of the spelling of the word bayet. Now notice the word for father is in there. Aleph bayet is spelled in here.
Yes.
It's right there. All right. And then you got the Hebrew letter word Aleph. That's the leader of the family, or the father in the family. And then you have the Aleph bayet and mark or identify himself. So once something come in and established, and I put there's another spelling for this word. It's got a tav in it. It's two ways to spell this word. I looked them both up.
Okay.
That's where you see aleph, vav, tav. That tav means covenant or mark or identify. So the redefining of the father,
yes,
is the replacement of the father. And when the replacement come in and rearrange things, it's supposed to be aleph bayet, but now it's bet vav aleph, rearrange things. That's a curse because it's not what the father created.
Right.
And anything that's not what the father created is a curse. So the enemy have changed things around. Now he got a redefinition of what a father is, what a
Right.
source is.
Yes.
Go ahead. I hear.